When I first seen you take your hat off, I said hats off.
This week on Hats Off with G Jones.
For the quick hat tip. I said a quick hat tip. This is when I show some love, get some gratitude to some dope people, some dope things that have been happening locally or virtually or any of the things. First and foremost, a quick hat tip. I said a quick hat tip. I got to give a quick hat tip to Papi's Poetry Corner. Shouts out to Papi. Papi had me, my man, Pyro, Luce, and Half Heart. We call ourselves the Diabolical Four. We were on there a couple weeks ago. Awesome show. If y'all get a chance to check it out, the bars was there. I just want to salute Papi for having us come up and do that thing. Shouts out to Angel Kim Mack. If you get a chance to check out Papi's Poetry Corner, you listen because you got the bars. These virtual streets to have you up in here. You see what I'm saying? Have you up in here spitting. I get you on Papi's Poetry. Listen, all the way from Atlanta. She had us on that show. We shut it down though. We shut it down. The clip of us spitting, it's available. It's on YouTube. So shouts out to Papi in the whole squad. Just squad that put it together. And Diabolical 4, that whole squad. Also, a quick hat tip. So a quick hat tip. Two, Delaware Music Network. You know them well. See, Makia has worked with Delaware Music Network, as well as my man Swerve was live at the Opulent. Swerve was swerving. Oh, he put on a show of a lifetime out there. He even had my people Blue Tulip with him. Listen, so shouts out to everybody who came out to Delaware Music Network live at the Opulent with my man Swerve. Also, hat tip, Paymount Community Center launcher. Listen, they did a whole drive. By the way, the whole city had drive call this weekend, right? So if you got a child, you needed a backpack, and you chose to not go outside, that's your fault because they was giving away. There was backpacks being given. Makia, no, listen. Y'all had events every day. Y'all.
I was about to say we just gave out backpacks in the rain yesterday, walking on feet in the city.
Yes.
Going door to door and yeah.
Yeah. So I got to give a hat tip to Claymont Community Center for having their back school drive on Saturday. I was there at a table with the launcher group talking about how people can help start their small businesses. Come see me. That's why you see me suited and booted. I got the tie on. I was just training my classes. I'm helping the entrepreneurs kick off the situation. So tap in one launcher. Hat tip to all of them. Also hat tip to Soul of the City. I'm talking Darnell Miller. They having an open mic right now at Christina Cultural Arts Center. My man Darnell, shout out to him. I was able to give away 2 tickets. Numero dos. Okay. Last night I was hosting at the City Fest. And Shamika Copeland was out there singing with it was like that. So, and I was hosting a pre-show. I call it the live hat tip. So y'all getting the virtual hat tip. They get the live hat tip over at City Fest. I have my man Vernon James. Y'all don't know Vernon be on the sax like, okay, that's not how it sounds. But Vernon be on the, listen, McKee, you think I'm joking. He be getting it. He was up on that thing. Vernon James Jr. doing it like his daddy. He was cooking. He had some original tracks. I was doing poetry over the tracks. We was rocking. It was a world. Shouts out to, listen, Shamika Copeland, Vernon James Jr., City Fest. Everybody made that possible. And again, we gave out 2 tickets. Also, hat tip. So the hat tip. I'm giving a hat tip to Poetry Battle and the people who brought it to you. Art Battle, Women's Art Battle Philly. Yes, they had me in Philly hosting. I was hosting a poetry battle at Kim Lucas and Johnny. Shouts out to them at a place called Face Clock. They had delicious beverages. I don't know if you're a tea drinker. Had a great tea. You know, I had an apple dandelion. I never drank a dandelion before. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know we was drinking dandelions. Up there just sipping on the dandelion, sipping on the dandy. It was dope. Special hat tip to the winner, Massimo. Special hat tip to the winner, Massimo. Massimo got bars. Ain't he rap? Oh, you know him?
Yeah.
Right though, right? See, listen, we gotta get you up to the poetry battle too. We might listen. I could plug you in on the poetry side. Okay, I got a couple plugs. Listen, we gonna get you there. They survive. Also, with that said, a quick hat tip. So a quick hat tip. Listen, I was also working an event with my man Mr. C from High Times. That's a fact. We was up in there. It was an event in Philly thrown by Thick Nubian Goddess. Listen, I didn't name her. Okay. Shouts out to Ken Jones. If y'all don't know Ken Jones comedy, he was up there. Shouts out to Chi Chi, the comedian. They was up there. They shut the whole situation down. I'm saying slow tears was falling from the laughter. Okay. They were great situation. Shouts out to the goddess and everybody and all the other features they had. It was an adult situation, but that was a whole vibe. So I had to give a hat tip to them and everybody making things happen. And last but not least, I gotta give a hat tip to this amazing MC who ain't afraid to ask for what she want. Listen, we first came to the Delaware Music Network open mic, said, "Hey, can I get on stage? What I gotta do to be a feature? What's up?" Literally, that was one of our first interactions, right? Came to me, "Hey, what's up? I see you got the show. What's up?" Like, what?
I was taught ask not, want none. So I mean,
Listen, but a lot of artists are afraid to humble themselves enough to ask for what they want.
I feel like that's not being humble. Do you want it or you don't? Like just
Yeah, I trust me. I know. I know. I respond that way. But a lot of, especially in hip hop, especially in black, like our egos getting away from us asking for what we want all the time. And
you just reminded me that of our first interaction. That really was crazy. I feel like I was like years younger, and that wasn't that long ago.
it was like a year ago.
Yeah,
It was like a year ago.
like it feels like so long.
It's because it's been a long year for everybody. Okay, it's been a long year for everybody. But that means the music fire. You know, long years make fire in art. Okay, I don't care what nobody say. The longer the year, the more fire the art. So I'll
For
take it. So we here. Anybody that you would like to give a hat tip to?
real. What Snoop said, I like to thank me. It's like no, I want to give a hat tip to Made Better, because it's not just me and my wife anymore. I now have a stylist, and she's been styling. I've been getting compliments every day. Uh, I want to give a hat tip to the many people who have purchased and helped me sell out of pretty much every merch that I have designed this year. I want to give a hat tip to Kuumba for always creating a space for me and artists like me, because it's not just me. I am the only one that's like rapping like as a profession. There are some other people who do like rap, but they're not like putting music out, but they'll bust a freestyle out on the school bus. I would like to give a hat tip to Delaware Music Network, who has also always found a space for me, and not just musically. Joe calls me with different opportunities like shoot this, make a list of this for me. I need these types of people. Hat tip to H-Fam. I just love the kids, and they are really kind people.
Yeah,
They're like genuinely kind children. So shout out to both of their parents as well, Ronan Ali and Samantha Hollins. And I would also like to give a hat tip to you for having me. And when I asked for that feature spot, I was given it at that time. So you get things done as well. And the last hat tip I would say is for Chris Nelson. He brought me out to Morton Summer Jam this year. I met legends, affiliates of Wu-Tang, which is one of my favorite groups. I got to see and re-meet some artists that I knew from like doing the early open mics, when you just go to any random place that'll have you. So yeah, I got to see those people and see like how much they grew, and they got to see how much I grew. And I also I went there and performed for free. It was a free event, and I ended up selling like almost $200 in merch. So also hat tip to Terrence, TJ Harris,
Mhm.
my brother, who creates a lot of opportunities for artists and entrepreneurs, and he has always put me in a position to make money, um, and make money with him. Like, I've sold some of his merch and got a percentage, and just it's just been a reciprocal relationship and a loving one. Like, it's not just the business. We actually check in on each other from time to time, just on a genuine what's going on, how have you been type situation. So yeah,